Did you know that there are basic elements of dance that can help aid in the choreographic, developmental, movement, and observation-based processes? Join me as I take a closer look at the basic elements of dance and share ways to help utilize them to sharpen your knowledge and skills.
So, what are the basic elements of dance? The basic elements of dance are key components of dance that aid in the dissection, development, and execution of movement. I will be focusing specifically on body, action, space, time, and energy. Across the wide variety of styles of dance, this framework can be used to describe movement as well as assist in movement creation. The acronym BASED can be used to help remember these elements. Let's begin with body. Body is used to describe the who and what. Dancers utilize their bodies to convey movement. There are options to use the whole body as well as to isolate different parts of the body. One could even go as far as to break down the body into bones, muscles, and organs, as well as focus on balance, breath, and reflexes. The body is the channel between inner thoughts, intentions, and emotions, and the outer expression and communication of these things. As dancers and onlookers of dance, we journey between these inner and outer senses of the body as we dance, as well as when we observe dance. You can utilize this elements of dance tool to describe how dancers use their bodies in a given work, encouraging clear description through the use of dance vocabulary and concepts. The body analysis tool can be used to help hone the practice of thorough observation and feedback. As we proceed, you will notice how these elements work in relationship with one another, one element to the next. Now, let's talk action. Action relates to movement of the body included in the act of dancing. Everything from technical steps to walking, pauses and rests with relative stillness, and even facial expressions are actions. This can come in the form of choreography as well as improvisation. Locomotor movement is movement that travels through the space. Axial is stationary movement anchored in one spot. In order to practice identifying actions, watch dance videos and generate a list of the actions you observe and identify how movement choices represent various characters and moods. Pulling action words from the graphic organizer can help you create phrases and challenge yourself by using repetition along with the exploration of music and silence. The next element is space. This element provides the answer to where the action is taking place. As previously stated, one can be stationary or moving within a given space, as well as vary in levels throughout space. Space can be altered by movement through various planes of motion and even in spatial relationship to other dancers and objects. Patterns in space can help to add meaning and depth. For instance, in site-specific work, space is often utilized in order to convey messages relating to or in conjunction with specific locations. In order to enhance your skills as it relates to space, you can observe a dance video and use reflection in a descriptive review to examine the work more in depth. The same and different worksheet can be used to compare and contrast different videos, providing a deeper approach to observation and communication based on your findings. Now, let's discuss time. Time is always involved in dance as actions have a beginning and an end. Time can be very structured or free-flowing, varying in speed, duration, timing, and sequence. Observing dance and identifying when you notice shifts in phrasing and/or dynamics helps in understanding timing and intention. Understanding what you hear by seeing physical dynamics helps to better understand time. And lastly, energy. Energy relates to how the movement happens as well as variations in movement flow. Force, tension, and weight are indicators of energy. Energy can change sporadically and instantly, as well as be coupled with a variety of energies all together simultaneously. Energy helps to convey emotions and taps into the nonverbal yet deeply communicative realm of dance. In order to examine energy, one can use this reflective tool to speculate how energy and other elements convey meaning. For example, energy can be conveyed forcefully, gracefully, fluidly, heavily, and the list goes on. and it helps identify emotions and intentions attached to an action in order to convey intention and varied dynamics. When both creating and observing dance, consider these 5 basic elements and how they work together. Utilize them in order to become more fluent in dance language and communicating movement ideas to your audience and peers more clearly. From isolation and manipulation to creating lines, shapes, and forms, to the space in which you perform and in what meter, coupled with the energy behind the movement, it is imperative to recognize the characteristics that all dance styles have in common and look to the building blocks of movement, known as the basic elements of dance, to help aid in your process. And now, you know.